Hello guys, welcome back and wish you a very wonderful happy new year to all of you. And today we are going to do some lab regarding the reflexive access control list. So I hope you have been familiar with the term access list, right? On my previous lectures I have given the demonstration regarding the standard access list and extended access list as well, and in this uh, video lecture you will be going to know how to configure the reflexive access list. Okay, so basically I believe we have heard the term reflexive, or in other ways some of the term related to reflexive is mirror access list as well. Some says like mirror access control list or reflexive access control list. So these terms are same, and let's see how to configure the reflexive access control list. On the diagrams on the board, you can see router 1 will be acting as an internal network, and router 3 it will be acting as an external, or you can define the term outside, and it will be the inside. Okay, and router 2, and it will be acting as an firewall for this topology. Okay, so on router R2 we are going to configure reflexive access list. So basically all the IP address has been pre-configured on those routers, and I have configured the loopback address of this on router R1 and of this on router R3. And let's quickly see the connectivity between all of three. Let's go to router R1 and SOIP interface brief. So these are the IP parameters that have been configured in the respective interface, and this is my loopback address, loopback 0. Okay, so the OSPF has been also configured on all of these three, and I believe I do have the reachability. So these are the IP parameters on the respective interface. So IP OSPF interface brief. So on these interfaces the OSPF has been configured. Okay, and so IP route, so this is a routing table. So IP route OSPF, I will have a connectivity to R1. Let's see, from outside to inside. Let's ping 1.1.1.1 from source loopback 0. The ping is successful. So from router R3's loopback interface to router R1 loopback interface, we do have a proper connectivity. So let's quickly configure the reflexive access list on router R2, and let's see how to achieve it, and let's understand the meaning of reflexive access list, and on those and in which scenarios you can just implement the reflexive access control list. So with the help of this you can make the router as a firewall, like what sort of packets you want to permit and what sort of packets you want to deny. And like the term is similar to standard and extended access list, but yeah, it is above that, as in term it is different in terms of those, but let's see how to achieve this. Okay, and you will get to know. So let's go to router R2 and configure it. Configure terminal. Let's put the host name as firewall. Okay, so you have to configure the extended access list to achieve this. IP access list extended, and give the name that you like, and I'm going to give, suppose, inbound. Okay, let's permit OSPF any. Okay, hit enter. Basically I'll be this is the standard access list with the name inbound has been configured, and I will be applying this access control list on interface fast Ethernet 2/0. Okay, so basically what will happen if I am just permitting the OSPF from any source to any destination, so that my reachability sorry, my reachability won't be break. Okay, my neighborship won't be disturbed. So all the packets related to OSPF will be allowing, and rest of apart from that everything will be denied. Okay, and this is the ACL, and this is the ACL that will be applying on fast Ethernet 2/0. Let's quickly configure it and apply it. Interface fast Ethernet 2/0, IP access group, the name of the group that will be inbound. Okay, and I just want to block each and everything except OSPF packet that will be coming from my outside network, right? Just assume it like outside will be this is an internet, and this is the firewall, and this is the edge router. Okay, and the 1111 would be the host in the internal network. So just whenever you will do the lab, just relate these things to the real base scenario and just go through it, and it will be really clear for you guys. Okay, so basically I just want to allow my OSPF packets on this interface, and apart from that if any packets comes on my this interface, it will be denied. The command will be IP access group inbound, the name of the access list that we had configured before, and in. Okay, so let's quickly go to our router R3, and let's see either we are able to ping the router R1's loopback interface or not. Ping 101.1 from source loopback interface 0, and you can see the packet, the ping has been dropped. It is unroutable. Okay, so basically that ACL have been applied, and it is blocking all those packets apart from OSPF. So let's quickly configure the reflexive access control list. Now we are going on that for what the lab is about. So I'm just going to configure it, configure terminal IP access control list extended, and give the name. I would give something like outbound. Hit enter. I just want to permit what I want to permit something like permit TCP. Suppose I just want to telnet and test it afterwards. Suppose permit TCP from any to any, and we have to use this term, and this is really important, that would be reflect. Okay, and actually the reflect is the term that will be helpful for dynamically creating the access list. I'll just show you with the term reflect, and I'm just going to give the name like mirror, and I'm just permitting the TCP traffic from coming from any source going to any destination, and the term reflect, the keyword reflect will, and the keyword reflect is helpful for dynamically creating access list. I'll just show you this now. Let's permit ICMP traffic. Suppose I want to permit ICMP traffic from any to any. I just want to reflect the same name mirror. Okay, and exit, and when you will see just go to show IP access list, you'll see there will be, as you have seen, we have configured only two access lists by default, that is inbound and outbound. But when you will go to hit the command show IP access list, you will be seeing there will be three access lists. Okay, with the name mirror as well. Look, this is the access list we have created, and this is as well the outbound. And look, there is one more access list with the name reflexive IP access list, and the mirror is the name that we had defined above, right? So basically what will happen, I mean, like whenever at first I'm just going to apply this outbound access list on my this interface. Okay, and I'll just show you config t interface access 2/0 0 2/0 IP access group. The name of the group, that will be outbound, and the name that would be okay, and it will be treated as out. Okay, and then hit enter. So basically what will happen, any traffic coming from 1.1.1.1 going to 3.3.3.3, that outbound access control list will check it and it will create a mirror, right? And what will be in the mirror? If the source is 1.1.1.1 and it is going to 3.3.3.3, and whenever that outbound access list will see the match, okay, there is a source coming from 1.1.1 and that is going to 3.3.3, that has to be allowed, and that term reflect what it will do. It will just make a dynamically, it will just make a access list in its list, and it will make a list kind of, the source will be 3.3.3.3 and the destination would be 1.1.1.1, and this traffic will be permitted. So by default, that reflexive access list, or you can say the mirror access list, will just reflect this source and destination parameters to this, and it will just allow that return traffic to reach to R1. Okay, let's quickly see how it works and how it happens. Okay, and let's go to, okay, there is one more thing that we have to do actually, do so access list. Look, we have used the term mirror, right? And but what is the logic of using this keyword? We haven't applied this mirror on that inbound access list. Okay, we just have to we just have to use this mirror keyword on that inbound access list that we had created before, and then our goal is achieved. So let's quickly go in IP access list, extended inbound, and there is a term evaluate. Okay, and this evaluate term is used in inbound access list with the name that we had defined on the next one, that is mirror. That's it, I believe. And let's see either we are able to achieve our goal or not. So access list, right now there is no access list that has been defined on reflexive IP access list. There is no access list that is dynamically defined because we haven't used that command, evaluate mirror command. So the reflexive access list was not active, and as soon as I just hit ping 3.3.3.3 from source loop back interface 0, there is a ping and it is successful. And now when I go to router R2, that is acting as a firewall for me, and when I hit the command show access list, boom, look, there is an access list called reflexive access list, which has been configured dynamically. And what is there, just look, it is showing me just permit the ICMP traffic that is coming from host 3.3.3.3 and going to host 1.1.1.1, right? And the time, default time would be 5 minutes. Okay, so this is the access list that has been configured. So this is exactly a mirror for the source 1.1.1.1 going to 3.3.3.3. okay, so like this way the reflexive access list works, and you can define any sort of things with the help of like this. You can just protect your network inside network if you don't have firewalls in your premise, or if there is a situation to achieve this goal, then you can just go with the reflexive access control list. And I hope you have learned something from this video, and thank you so much for watching. And if there is any sort of doubt, just put your doubt in the comment section below, and I'll just help you out for that. And once again, happy new year, and see you until next time. Thank you so much for watching.